Did y'all see that fight? Not really a fight, but little tension existed between the women's LSU basketball team and with Angel Reese and the crew, and going up against Dawn Staley and the University of South Carolina. One of the players got pushed down by the big girl right here. You see this right here. She got pushed down. Her name is Jones, and she got pushed down by the big girl for South Carolina, Cardoza. The brother of Jones comes jumping over the scorer's table. First things first, he got arrested. They just arrested him earlier today. Ladies and gentlemen, he deserved it. You had to arrest him. I know that's not a good thing to say. It's not popular, especially the young brother, the black man. I'm sitting up here. I don't want to say that. But what you got to do is engage. See, we've lost sight of scare tactics. Don't incarcerate him. He didn't touch anybody. He didn't harm anybody physically. But you got to arrest his ass. And you got to give him a fine. You have to do something dissuasively to prevent others from replicating his actions. You can't give the impression that it's okay, because some of you youngsters out there, y'all will do that. Y'all will do something. You understand? Because you don't want to abide by rules if you don't have to. And by the way, all of us were guilty of that when we were younger. But rules and regulations, ramifications and consequences are the kind of things that serve as a deterrent to prevent you from doing stupid nonsense. All right? And that's what needed to happen. As it pertained to the girls, you're South Carolina. LSU's the reigning defending national champion. It's an in-conference rivalry. It's big time. Dawn Staley and South Carolina, despite the fact that LSU is 28-4 at the time, Dawn Staley and South Carolina are going through their second consecutive undefeated season. In the last 2 years, Dawn Staley is 66-1. In the last 3 years, she is 103 and 101-3. Oh, by the way, a national championship and 3 consecutive berths to the Final Four. She is the real deal. But in the aftermath of it all, she put forth the right message. She apologized to the basketball world, showed class personified. She showed that because she said there's no place in our game for this. They're a bit rambunctious. They got out of control. If it was our squad from last year who's more experienced, that wouldn't have happened. But when you got youngsters out here, they're going to look out for one another, and the first inclination is going to be to throw down. But Kim Mulkey, who won national titles at Baylor, who won the national title at LSU last year, who's a Hall of Fame caliber coach, doesn't come across as a Hall of Fame caliber person. Remember years ago, she alienated Brittany Griner after Brittany Griner delivered success for her. All right? We saw how she acted on multiple occasions in terms of her words. We saw how she was acting last year. And then here she is now. And when Dawn Staley is issuing that statement and being class personified, what the hell does she do? Kim Mulkey comes out and says, Cardoza shouldn't have pushed somebody her size so much smaller than Cardoza. I wish she would have pushed Angel Reese. So you're inviting a fight. And do we really want to see that with the ladies? I don't know about y'all, but I don't. You know, when Ronda Rousey years ago got knocked out by Holly Holmes, that kind of hurt me. It hurt to see her get knocked out like that. I don't want to see women getting beat up. It's just me. We live in a country, be free, get your money, compete, fight, all that other stuff. It's just hard to watch sometimes. So you certainly don't want to invite that in the sport of basketball. You want to invite that in the sport of boxing. This was not boxing. This was basketball. Kim Mulkey needs to be more responsible than that. And we need to hold her to the same level of accountability we would have held a Gino Auriemma or a Dawn Staley or somebody else. That's what we need to do. We need to be consistent with that. And that was not the case yesterday. So I wanted to mention that.